Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre market session. And welcome to Monday. Let's see how this goes. We'll be listening for stocks to be called out in stream one and watching for a buy signal in these two scans. Once we see a stock we're interested in, I will click on it. And the first thing we do is check the current bar volume. That would be the very last candle on the chart. This label needs to be green and the number needs to really be moving. We need high flow in the volume of that candle. It's not a certain number, just great volume flow, no stalling or lagging, and lots of people battling. Once we confirm the volume, we want to see money flow, this green line above this yellow line, and rising. That tells us money's coming into the stock. And if it's red, it tells us it's going out. At the same time this is happening, we want to see these green bars breaking above this yellow line. This tells us that there's more buyers than average coming into the stock. And the trigger point would be when these two labels turn green. And once that happens, that's when you want to make your decision if you want to get in or not. And also, if you are a new trader here, I would highly suggest you watch these live streams many times before you invest your hard earned money. Make sure that you are watching and learning what these indicators do before you do anything. Maybe you should try it on paper, write down your entry, your exit, and your results. And if you continue to be profitable on paper, then try real money, but trade small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. And if you continue to be profitable with real money, the only thing you need to do to increase your profit is increase your share size. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you reach out to the proper authorities before you take any of my advice or use any of my indicators. You could lose some or all of your money. And over in your active trader, make sure your TIF is on EXT. That stands for extended hours so you don't miss a trade. And thank you for joining me this morning. Tyler, I'm sorry, but it did not get recorded. I was out and did not make it back in time to click the button. My apology for that. Toby basically walked everybody through the website. You could do the same thing just by clicking on all of the buttons and seeing where it takes you. It's not that difficult. Tyler, I had a very busy weekend, so let me give you the link to it.
IMNM.
IMNN. Nothing there.
IMNM. IMNM. KOPN. IMNM. IMNM. KOPN. RKLX.
Quick up and quick down. Don't like those kind.
TSLT. TSLL.
RADX. Thank you, Milo.
TSLL. TSLT. TSLT.
RADX pushing back up towards the top. I will set a resistance level up there. If we can break that 890, it may go up some more. Pushing past 890. Let's see if the buyers come back in to keep driving it. Watching these lower indicators. Money flow needs to be green and going up. So does this bar. We have a red label and yellow, so not a good entry place. Trying to push past that 890 again. Still having trouble.
MIST.
Now we're breaking through that 890. Let's see if we can hold it up there now. We need to stay above. See
TSLL.
if that gets other buyers interested. Getting the occasional green
TSLT.
labels up here. Money flow slightly red. Red label on the volume. Turn back green. Green labels popping back in. This one's very reluctant to go up. I don't know what's holding it back. Maybe too many sellers. The buyers are giving it their all. Money flow is north. Green bars coming in. Need some more green labels up here. There we go. Pushing a little higher now. 1023. Let's go.
TSLL.
1046. We got a reading on this
RZLV.
one, and it's a good one. Watch money flow here. If it turns red and drops, they're going to take profit. This will be a very fast moving indicator, so be aware of it. Red labels, they're taking some profit. I'll go ahead and set another line up there. If we can break it, it may push a little more. $10.30 is what we need to break.
TSLT. TSLL.
Money flow is still north, still getting green bars here. Got some green labels. Let's see if we can continue pushing.
TSLL. ORLA.
Showing weakness up here at the top. Not selling off. That's a good sign that it's not dropping in price. Just a few profit takers occasionally. Then the buyers step back in to try to get a little more out of it. But if you are in profit, the way it's acting, I would definitely take it. Don't worry about what might come or might not come. Nice job, traders. Gary gets 1,438. LSF gets 596.45. Arch Post gets 170. Gary gets a total of 1643.11. He went back in and got a little bit more out of it. Autumn Rain gets 99.32. Pro Dollar 1,534 over on YouTube. Good job, Pro Dollar. Buyers coming back in, it looks like, to push a little more. Never give up on something that does not sell off. This did not sell off. There was a few profit takers, but continuing to push higher.
IMNM.
Currently watching RADX. Money flow still looks good. Green bars coming in. These are buyers above average. We do have a green volume label. We need two more green ones up here to keep pushing. Nice push, 1356 now. I'm going to sell here. $2,750 for me. That's a good way to start the week. Great stock to run right at our market open. It's 11 minutes after, 11 and a half minutes after. Few of us have already covered the day, actually. Let's see if there's more to come. Price still looking good. I'm
IMNM.
expecting a sell off anytime now. I mean, how much more can it go, really? Let's use common sense here. Or sometimes this is the market. Common sense don't work. They just keep going or they sell off immediately. Never know, pro dollar. Jimmy, that EXTO scan you were asking about is in menu and scans number 072. RADX still pushing higher here. We got a good reading on this one. It's continuing to trigger the indicators. 1753 now. I'm not going to double dip here. I got mine out of it already. Good job, Autumn Rain. 260.34.
ALM.
JC 380. Carrie Lee 466.38. We had some other ones in here too. D-Man got 69.29. Jimmy got 62 cents per share. Trader Stud 561. Chief 87 cents per share. Goes up 13.22. We are still rising. This one is really flying. 1986 now. I'm still not going to get back in. Nice job, Robert, over on YouTube. 260. Continuing to fly. How much money you want to make this morning? It's up to you. This one is paying dollar bills. Pushing higher, 2136. How many of you wish you would have listened to Smart Candles on this one? You could probably close your doors for a month on that if you'd have held on with 1,000 shares.
TSLT.
Art
TSLL.
gets 461, metronome $15 on a very small share size. Carrie Lee 466.
TSLL.
Buyers still positive on this stock. Look at all of these green bars. Money flow still going higher. We had a green label in volume that's mostly buyers when it's green.
TSLT.
Looks like a lot of profit taking going on now. They may all be bailing, so be careful here if you're not out. What a beautiful run. Thank you, Lord. I'll take that. Nice job goes up 970.85. PC 1330.61. Autumn Rain 519.18. LSF, you beat me,
ARTV.
brother. 3,146.95. Nice trade, Gary,
SLDP.
at 2268. Good morning to everyone popping in. Man, if you're not here before 6 a.m. in the morning Central Time, you are missing big bucks. We see this happen not every day, not every week, but it does happen often. Joy gets 436.71. See you later, LSF. Be careful out there. I have a trader over on YouTube, King Amazing, says he got 23,546. That is not confirmed, but I hope you really did. I would almost believe any amount on this one. If you are watching the charts, it is very possible you could have made 40 grand had you played it correctly. Or if you'd have listened to Smart Candles here, who gave green candles all the way up to the top. Very good job, King Amazing. Yeah, stayed green for $22. 1,000 shares would be 22,000, right? Very possible to make high numbers on that one. None of these indicators you see up here are available in TOS. I am a coder. I've been coding Thinkorswim for over 15 years. And I've been trading this platform since 1990. That's longer than most of you have been born. Everything you see up here is mathematically driven. It's not, I'm guessing at this is a doji or an engulfing candle. All of that stuff is irrelevant to me. I'm measuring the percentage of buyers and sellers within the platform. And when the buyers outnumber the sellers, everything turns green. And when the sellers outnumber the buyers, everything turns red. Everything up here works on the principle of math, nothing else. IRBT, I'm told, filed for bankruptcy and it's going sky high. That's why we can't trust news.
TE.
Want to make sure we don't make a loop down here and run back up for another $3 or $4 a share. So we're going to watch this for a second. We didn't actually sell off really hard. That's why I want to continue watching here. Was probably a lot of people in profit, taking profit. Maybe we get a bounce off of this lower level. I'll put a line up here on that one. So if we can break that 23.90, or at least make our way up to that 23.90 for a retest, that would be another couple of bucks per share. But we need everything to turn green again. Money flow is negative. We're getting short bars now. The buyers are not here like they were. This is when the buyers are here. This is when the buyers are not. Volume has died off a whole bunch. So that flip to the upside is probably not going to happen.
MIST.
MIST being called out. Thank you, Raymond. 372.
MIST.
And when we go back to these cheaper stocks, I'm always reluctant to trade them. I like $10 and higher. They can sell off faster than you can click a mouse. Money flow is north. Volume is good. We do have nice volume flow with a green label. We do not have two labels up here green. We need these green as well. See you later, Greg B. Have a blessed day. Volume is slowing a little. We have sellers within the volume. I'll stick a line up there just in case it decides to go up. We can break that 370 level. Looks like I missed it a little. Nice trade, Ronnie. Gets 14 cents a share. Selling off now. I should say profit takers because it's not selling off or it would be dropping faster. There are profit takers on board. Nice job, KJ. $400 on YouTube. I'm watching RADX right here in Magic Scan. It keeps an eye on these stocks for me. If it pops up with a buy signal, that means they're driving it up a little more. Let's see if we can go up and retest that 2390. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, Monarch. I can see why you called it back out. See you later, King Amazing. You have a blessed day. If you notice, I never got a buy signal on it here in Magic Scan, and it did not keep running. That buy signal is also mathematically calculated. It is actually this label right here down in the watch list. So when these turn green, it triggers a buy signal here. This way we can monitor all of the stocks instead of putting in just one at a time. You can monitor your entire watch list, every watch list for that matter. All right, enjoy your warm coffee because it's not hot anymore. That is, if you're drinking coffee.
GDX.
QIPT. Thank you, Gary. Looks like you're faster than the scanners. Are you for hire? You can just call them out for me. All right, I'm going to put a line up here at the top. If we can break it, it'll probably continue to run at 345 is that line. Watching the indicators, they don't look too promising to me. Testing that 345. There's the push and the green labels popping in. Let's see if it'll roll. 365 so far. Quick to take profit, these investors are driving it right back down to close to that 345. We need money flow to turn around. They are taking it out. Tall wick on the top. That is sellers driving the price back down. We're back to that 345. Now below. That's why I don't like the cheap ones. It's too easy to drive them right back down to the bottom. People can buy too many shares when they're this cheap, and it's easy to sell 10,000 when everybody's buying 500.
GDX. TNA.
All right, we're testing that 345 again. Do we have enough buyers to push it and keep it up there?
GDX.
We have the green labels popping in. Let's see if they
TNA.
have the power to do it. Money flows low. It's not above the yellow line. It needs to be up here above the yellow line.
TNA.
Volume has died off on QIPT. Kind of strange that they would
MASK.
drive a stock up from about 260 to 345 and then just quit.
MASK.
Think positive, Gary. Think positive.
MASK. MASK.
MASK. Let's take a look at it. I think it's a cheap stock, though, right? If I type it in right. Yeah, it's under 70 cents, but pushing higher. MASK not tradable, I'm being told. Stock nut, I only have 3 indicators that are premium. Not like I'm trying to sell you the farm. And they're only $99 one time. And you own it for life. Everything else up here is free.
MASK.
I should say free with your membership.
MASK.
IRBT, if you're not aware, they did file for bankruptcy. And of course, bad news, and they're buying it. That's why we don't trust news. MASK, a penny stock bouncing around. Smart Candles Pro is strictly for scalping. It only works on the 1 minute and 5 minute. I do have 2 other indicators that will work on multiple time frames, all of them actually. One of them is called Quick Strike.
MASK.
It is also a premium indicator. Mask still pushing higher here. Got past that 666
MASK.
number. Now we are at 0.7. Green labels. Can't trade it on toss. Okay, thank you very much. We'll move on.
SOLT. MASK. MASK. MASK.
IRBT still pushing higher. I'm not going to trade this stock. I know some of you might have traded it already.
MASK. MASK. TNA.
Take a look at TNA here. That's a couple times it's been called out. Just doesn't have the volume to buy into it. Volume is dead.
TNA.
Let the buyers come on board and really start driving it. Don't try to trade these low volume stocks. You may not can get out. When you can't get out, you can't lock in your profits. Nice trade, Terry.
TNA. SOXL. TQQQ.
SPY must be going up a little with SOXL coming green and TQQQs. The Qs are going up a little. Looks like a lot of stocks being halted till 9. Jan, I have no idea. Breakout. There are no halts in pre-market unless it's a news halt that's going to really affect the price. Then they may halt it. Otherwise, we can drive them as high as possible. So we don't fear halts in pre-market.
SOXL.
Let's take a quick look at the SPY while nothing's working or running, I should say. SPY did make a spike upwards. Let's look at it on the 15-minute chart. That's a better reading to me. So we're just creeping up slowly, testing that 34 as we go. And if you're not aware, this is the 34 EMA. So the 34 EMA is green. So we are rising slowly. Front side of the trade would be this side of the high. Backside is this side of the high. Usually we never get another good run on the backside. It may go up a little and come back down, but the backside of the trade is not as good as the front side of the trade. These are maybe a few people that missed the first run and they're hoping for a loop down here at the bottom and hoping they can get something out of it.
SOXL.
And they could drive it up. I'm not saying that it won't, but it's not likely. Chris, I just explained that. This is the first initial run up to the high. That would be the front side. This would be the back side. These are probably the people that missed this side of the trade and they're hoping to get something out of it. And Chris, there are no dumb questions here. Ask away. That's how you learn. If you don't ask questions, you never learn. Front side, then we start selling off, and we are on the back side. Good morning, A. Rick. Look what you missed, brother. 20 something dollars a share. Nice, easy run. No red candles. A lot of traders did very well, including myself. KJ, through my years of experience, I've seen everything bounces off of the 34. The 9 is good. The 21 is good. The 13 is good. The 5 is good. This is more of a long term run here. Is it trending higher? Yes, it is. Is it trending lower? Yes, it is. And usually when they run up and pull back, they come back to the
GDX.
34. If they go below the 34, it's a possible short. If it goes back above the 34, it's a possible buy. I find it very reliable if a stock is going to sell off to where it may stop and I might get another play on
GDX.
it.
SLV. AGQ. GDX.
Tyler, which one do you think is new? I don't know which one you're talking about. I am testing an indicator, but it is not in your view. Candle volume we've had for a while. I don't know if it's on the website or not, but somebody else requested it, and I passed it on last Friday.
AMDL.
This is it right here. This is the volume in the current
ARTV.
candle. I actually didn't know it was showing here till you just pointed it out to me. I don't find it useful. Some of you might. Yeah, I probably did not put it on there yet. My weekends are pretty packed right now. I'll try to get it done during the week. Christmas coming, wife is dragging me out of the house. Let's go shopping. You know the story. We have three buy signals here, but none of them have volume, good volume flow. My wife always uses that. Well, they marked it off 30%. I have to go get it now. And I always come back with, how do you know they didn't mark it up 40% before they marked it down 30? Convey, I have all of my scans are custom. And believe it or not, there's a scan for almost everything, whatever you're looking for. I'm thinking I have 60 plus scans, maybe. It is not possible to go month to month on volumespikes.com.
AGQ.
And here's the reason why I'm charging 3 months. Back when I was on Discord, had many people come in and pay $79 for 1 month and strip all the indicators out and leave. So we're not going to play that game. You're not just getting me in indicators. We have a community
ARTV.
here that's very, very good at what they have learned since they've been here. It's a member helping member community. Keep that thought in mind as well. It's not just me looking for stocks. It's not just my scans. Every member here is looking for stocks. Well, I say every, most of them are. We are a team here. You're not just stuck here by yourself, wishing and hoping. I don't know what's taking you guys on YouTube so long to join us. I've proven over and over and over you can cover that membership quickly. You just listen to my instructions, attend these live streams every morning, and you kind of have an idea of what trading is all about.
AGQ.
You should be just fine. If you're learning, don't spend money till you catch on. In other words, don't trade until you catch on.
SLV.
Let's see, somebody asked about my magic
SLDP.
scan. I
SILJ.
haven't changed settings in this
GDX.
thing for a very long time. So the one that's on the website should be current.
SLV. AGQ.
Yeah, I have mine set to 30,000 minimum volume, and that stays there all the time.
NVDL. NVDX.
NVDL, NVIDIA moving, probably don't have enough volume in it yet. This is usually a regular session traded
NVDL.
stock, but is pushing higher a little.
NVDX. NVDL. HIMZ. ARTV.
ARTV,
NVDL.
no volume there.
AMDL.
AMDL, that's AMD. No volume there either. These large caps would trade better. Well, AMD is the large cap. This would be the ETF that I'm
VOR.
showing on the screen, but these large caps trade better in the regular session. See you later, Jeff. You have a blessed one.
VOR. ARTV.
CompuCare. This is a paid service that I'm using up here. It's
NVDL.
momedic.com, and I have it coded to my special settings. You are welcome, Super. I haven't seen enough volume in this stock to really
SMCX.
trigger me wanting to get in it. Plus, it's kind of cheap at $1.40. If
HIMZ.
they're not battling this out, I'm not interested. And when the volume just barely clicking, I'm really not interested. The buyers could end up coming in, but I don't see that happening just yet. Volume is picking up a little.
VOR.
You can see it's getting more steady. Money flow did turn north. We do have buyers coming in, but the price is reluctant to move. These green labels up here, they need to lock in and stay green, not just flash like they're doing.
SMCX. ARTV. SILJ. USAS.
All right, YouTubers, I got to cut you loose. I let you run over a little bit. I was hoping to get another trade in there, but thank you for joining me for that free hour this morning. I'll be back on Wednesday and Friday.
RGTX.
The following week, I will not be on YouTube. I'll only be on the premium membership side, and I may not trade every day during the week of Christmas and New Year's. So this will be the final week for YouTube until January the 2nd. So be aware of that. And I'll put up a holiday thing and let you know when I'm coming back. But thanks for joining me this morning. Have a very blessed day. If you're interested in joining us, hit the volume spikes label up at the top and go read about me, read about the community. We'd love to have you
AMDL.
on board. Come help us push these stocks up. That's what you really need to do. The more buyers we can put on top of them, the more we all make. But anyhow, I'll see everybody on Wednesday. God bless.
US